Hare Krishna everyone, welcome to Srila Prabhupada Book Reading Club. Currently we are reading Śri Īšopanīšad and the purports are given by Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Okay, so we have covered the introduction, then we also covered the yesterday invocation, and from today we will start with the first mantra. Okay, so let's start our session by offering the prayers. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपं कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहित कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुलङ्गायते गिरि यत्कृपातहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरं नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So yes, we will simply go through some contents. So in introduction, we have seen that the Veda means knowledge, and Vedas are original knowledge, and but we are in a conditioned state. So and we have the imperfect senses now. So we are not we have some deficiencies. Our knowledge is not perfect, or our knowledge is not pure. So we have seen now, we are a conditioned soul. And in this conditioned soul, we have the many deficiencies, and we have the four kinds of defects. So what are these defects? The first is we must commit the mistakes. So Prabhupada give the examples because we are under the illusion. So Prabhupada give the examples of Mahatma Gandhi. His assistant warned him to not go uh, in that meeting. Then also he go on and he get the killed or he get the shot. And also the same thing happened with the President Kennedy. Okay. And second defect is that we can be illusion. So we can illusion means accept something which is not, and illusion is also called as a maya. So what is the biggest illusion? We think that we are this body, but actually we are not this body. This is like a car and we are the soul. Okay. So we can also give the examples now, like when we go in a dark room and when we are not even able to okay, we can consider the rope to the snake na, and we get scared also. And even they people in history, there are many experiments. They tell the people that we are going to kill you uh, by snake bite. And they simply they simply pick the what we call a needle, or some pins in their hands, or in part of their body, simply by thinking that they are cut by the snake, they give up their body. Okay. So our mind is so strong, so we have to train it very nicely. We also seen the mind is compared to the elephant, but good part is it is a very strong, but it can be trained. Okay. So yes, what is the third deficiency, or a third defect, is that the cheating propensity. We can see there are volumes of books on us, they are called so called self help books, okay? There are volumes of book, but like they are not taking us back to the Godhead. They are not able to solve our real problems, okay? And like when we read them, like we get confused, we go away from Krishna, okay? We go away from the spiritual knowledge. So yes, they are cheating us, because like they are not giving us a real knowledge so that we can get out of this miserable world, okay? And they are keep us entangled in this world, okay? Then last one is the fourth one is the senses are imperfect. We can see, like we think that when we go outside, we think that sun is like very short, like sun is like a small ball or sun is like a small disk, but actually sun is very big, okay? But like just because our senses are not perfect, or and they are imperfect, like we confuse the sun as a small disk, okay? So this also happens na, like there one more analogy, I think it is in Bhagavad Gita na, like when the first time the train comes in a village, some people consider train as a light, or some people consider as a snake, and then when actually one enters in the train, then they can find that the train also contains seats there, people cannot travel, okay? Just because our senses are imperfect, we cannot get a complete knowledge, okay? Then like Prabhupada further says, like like Vedas are called as a Hindu, but Hindu is not a foreign name, na? Hindu is a foreign name. Actually, our real identification is Varnashrama. Okay, and what is Varnashrama? Varnashrama means the followers of a Vedas. And in Varna Ashrama, like there are four divisions. In the Varna, there are like Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Okay, and in the Ashrama, we see the Brahmachari, then Grihastha, then Vanaprastha, and then Sannyasi. Okay, so, and like further, what Prabhupada say, the Vedic principles are the axiomatic truth. Means like we have to accept this principle as it is. Like when we like, and Prabhupada further also states that when we do the experiment, we are going to come to the same conclusions. Then why you have to waste your time in experimenting? Accept this as it is. Okay. So like Prabhupada give the examples of a cow dung. People in a Vedas, it is considered that cow dung is a very pure, and like when a place is impure, we can simply like apply the cow dung there and place become purified. And like these people experiment that, like now there is experiment now, like even like one professor in Delhi University, she applied cow dung in entire room. It also has some cooling properties, it has the antiseptic properties, and it also absorbs the radiation, okay? So it has a very nice properties, but like we don't believe in what stated in a Vedas. Now we experiment and then we think, oh, this have this much quality, so this is good, and yes, Vedas are good. So we indirectly take the food, okay? And further, Prabhupada say the Vedic injunctions cannot be interpreted. Like Vedic knowledge is a pure and it is an absolute knowledge. So it is absolute, it is imperfect, so it is a perfect knowledge. So it must be come from someone who is a perfect and who is the purest. So this Vedic knowledge come from the Krishna. Like even in a Srimad Bhagavatam first sloka, what is it state? Like it is stated now, like the Vedic knowledge is given to the given by the Krishna in the heart of a Brahmaji. Then Brahmaji create the entire universes. Okay, so like the source is the Krishna. Okay, and so yes, like Prabhupada again says that the Vedas are not compilation of human knowledge, because we have the four kinds of deficiencies. And the Vedas are a Shruti. Shruti means like we acquire this knowledge by hearing from the authority. Okay, not whimsically from any person. And like this is not a experimental knowledge, because in experiment, like okay, we are going to experiment. We are going to experiment with what? Like currently we are illusion, so whatever the conclusion we are taking, they are not perfect. Our senses are not perfect. Even like we cannot see the microbes on our hand, okay, because our senses are not imperfect. About a certain like you require certain magnification to see the things, and like we are not going beyond that, na. Prabhupada again says that, na, like there is a spiritual world, but you are not even able to know in totality about this material world, and even you are not able to go to the end of this material world, then how you can how you can have the knowledge of spiritual world. Like, so the knowledge about the spiritual world, you should hear from the authority. Okay, as we hear the authority from mother, only mother can tell us who is our father. So we, and whatever mother say, we accept this, because mother knows the mother has the knowledge who is our father. So like this Vedas are considered as a mother, and only mother can tell us who is our father. That the Vedas tell us, even the Krishna tell in a Bhagavad Gita, that like the purpose of learning Veda is to know about me, is to worship me, or is to come to me. Okay, then we also seen the examples of Pratyaksha, Anumana, and Shabda Praman. I think we can like tomorrow we can do the little summaries. Okay. So yes, like there. Okay. Everyone has read the introduction now. Can someone tell me like what Prabhupada say? What is the Krishna consciousness? Anyone has idea? What is Krishna consciousness? It is on us page number 6 and in the middle of page. Okay, if someone has a book. Anyone remember what Prabhupada say? What is Krishna consciousness? Anyone? So okay, or like everyone can go like after this reading session, or whenever you get the time, you can go on a page number 6. That's why I say you have to keep the hard copy of a books, and like keep the 3-4 highlighters with you. Okay, and like when you have the highlighters now, you can highlight the same things, because like when we are highlighting, I don't want to go through the all the black and white the letters now. I can simply see the highlights. So in a page number 6, Prabhupada says that like our source of a knowledge in a Krishna consciousness is the Bhagavad Gita, which comes directly from Krishna. We have to publish Bhagavad Gita as it is because we accept the Krishna as he we accept Krishna as he is speaking without any interpretation. That is a Vedic knowledge. Since Vedic knowledge is pure, we accept it, and whatever Krishna says, we accept. This is a Krishna consciousness. So yeah, whatever Krishna is speaking, we accept without interpretation. And like like this statement now, whatever Krishna says, we accept. This is the Krishna consciousness. Even like we seen at the end of a Bhagavad Gita, when Arjuna says Karishya Vachanam Tava, whatever Krishna you will say, I will do it. Like I don't care for my like dislike, what is my comfort, what are my discomfort, but whatever you say, like I will do it for your pleasure. And this is the Krishna consciousness. Okay, so that's why I say now, like you have to keep the highlighter. So whenever you get the time, you can simply flip the pages, and there will be some highlight. Okay, whatever Krishna says, we must accept, and this is the Krishna consciousness. So this is the trick. You can make the book reading very interesting, and it will be help you. Okay, so now let's move towards the mantra 1. Okay, so we have the opportunity to recite the invocation and then mantra 1, because mantra 1 and invocation like you have to recite for Bhakti Shastri. So Om Purnatah Purnaitam Purnat Purna Udachyate Purnasya Purna Adaya Purna Eva Vashishyate. Hare Krishna. Who wants to recite? Karuna Mataji?
Hare
Yes. Yes, Nigda Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Om Purnam Ada Purnam Idam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Eva Vashishyate. Hare Bol.
Hare Bol Mataji. Yes, Vamshidhar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Om. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adaya Purnam Eva Vashishyate.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Vinod Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Purnada Purnaidam Purnat Purnam Udachyate Purnasya Purnam Adhyaya Purnam Eva Vishyashyate.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Vyankatesha Narsimha Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes,
Om
Mataji, you can
Purna
recite after Prabhu.
ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णम् आदाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। हरे कृष्ण।
Hari Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Karuna Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णम् एवावशिष्यते। थैंक यू माताजी।
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes, Muttimanukam Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। ओम पूर्णम् अदः पूर्णम् इदं पूर्णात् पूर्णम् उदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णम् आदाय पूर्णम् एवावशिष्यते। हरे कृष्ण।
Very well, Prabhuji. So, like we are investing a lot of time because these books are so important. Every book is important, but like we don't just simply don't want to count. This is our first round, na? So in like we will go in little depth. So, at the end we can have the countdown. We read the 100 books or we read the 15 books, but like what important is like our consciousness should be changed. Like there should be some change every day. There should be some change in our life. Every day we should go little closer to the Krishna. And that is the purpose of our reading club, okay? So otherwise, simply we can read and finish the book in 1 week now. But then what is the use like when you are not applying the things and when we are not learning, when we are not having the realizations, okay? So let's start the mantra one. I can recite the first line. You can repeat after me. Then, like four, 5 devotees get the opportunity to recite the shloka. Okay. ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वम्
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वम्
यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत्
यत्किञ्चा जगत्यं जगत्
तेन तत्तेन भुञ्जीता
तेन तत्तेन भुञ्जिता
भुञ्जितः
मा घृतः कस्य स्विद्धनम्
मा
घृतः
गृह्य
कस्य
धनम्।
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वम्
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वम्
यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत्
यत्किञ्च
जगत्यं
जगत्
जगत्
तेन तत्तेन भुञ्जीता
तेन तत्तेन भुञ्जीता
मा घृतः कस्य स्विद्धनम्
मा
घृतः कस्य स्विद्धनम्
धनम्।
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वम्
ईशावास्यमिदं
इदं
सर्वम्
सर्वम्
यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत्
यत्किञ्च
जगत्यं
जगत्
जगत्
तेन तत्तेन भुञ्जीता
तेन तत्तेन भुञ्जिता
मा घृतः कस्य स्विद्धनम्
मा
घृतः कस्य स्विद्धनम्
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वम् यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत्
ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वम् यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत्
तेन तत्तेन भुञ्जीता मा
तेन
घृतः
तत्तेन
कस्य
भुञ्जिता मा
स्विद्धनम्
तेन तत्तेन
भुञ्जिता मा घृतः
स्विद्धनम्
कस्य स्विद्धनम्
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत् तेन तत्तेन भुञ्जीता मा घृतः कस्य स्विद्धनम्
ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत्
तेन
तेन
तत्तेन
तत्तेन
भुञ्जीता
भुञ्जिता मा घृतः कस्य स्विद्धनम्।
Very well to all. Like we have to recite this shloka with the meaning, okay? So you can take out the 4-5 minutes and like recitation is not like you are simply sitting and like reading, then you will memorize. No, every day you have to practice little, okay? And you also have to memorize the 4 verses of a nectar of instruction. So you must go there and you should recite, okay? And like this will be very helpful to for your Bhakti Shastri last model, okay? Because it will like the module 4 is like taken in a Bhakti Shastri in a very faster manner, okay? But like we have gone in a very detail, like at least this will cover your 2 books na, of module 4, okay? So yes, like Snigdha Mataji would like to recite the shloka.
Yes, Mataji. हरे कृष्णा ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यं जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा घृतः कस्य स्विद्धिनाम्।
Hari bol. Pushpa Mataji, Sarita Mataji, Sharmila Mataji, Ritvika Mataji,
हरे
Padma
कृष्ण
Kirtida
माताजी।
Devidasi Mataji. Yes, Prabhuji. Let's give chance to everyone. Na? Like I want everyone should participate.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्चात् जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृधा कस्य धनम्.
Hare Bol Mataji.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Īšopanīšad 1. ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृधः कस्यचित् धनम्. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Bol Mataji. Hare Bol.
Hare
Yes,
Krishna. Hare
Sureshwari
Krishna.
Sudhamai Devidasi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji pranams. Mantra 1. Ishavasya sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjita magrada kasya svidhanam. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Bol.
Hare Krishna
Yes,
Mataji.
Sharmila
Yeah.
Mataji.
Ishavasya sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat tena tektena bhunjita magrada kasya svidhanam. Thank you, Mataji. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Bol Mataji. Yes, Vinod Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Īśāvāsyam idam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat tena taktena bunjinta magreda kasa suvidhanam. Hare Bol.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Vamshidhar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji. ईशावास्यमिदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत्तेन तक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृध कश्यश्विद्धनम्.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Nasimha Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yesavyasam idam sarvam yata kincha jagatyam jagat tena taktena bhunjita ma vruddha kasya svidhanam.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Muttamanikam Prabhu.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी एषावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीत मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम्. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Bol Prabhuji. Yes, Dattatreya Prabhu, you want to recite? Prabhuji, you are not audible, okay? Yes, Sita Kunda Devi Dasi
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna Mataji. ईशावास्यम् इदं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीता मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम्. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Bol Mataji. Mataji, when you received the initiation, you have very
Mataji,
beautiful name.
in 2024, Mataji.
Hare Bol. Whenever you are coming in the classes now, Aishwarya Mataji emphasize too much emphasis on this. Like you must come with your like a spiritual name. Okay. So next time you can take care of that. You know, like you can go
Yes,
in a
Mataji.
Zoom and there is a display name. Okay. Like you have to go in app. Then otherwise, like you have to every time you come, you have to rename it now. So you can go there in Zoom. There like a display name in account setting. Then you can change your name. Okay. So, Hare Krishna. So, who
Yes.
wants to read the translation?
Yes.
Mataji, want to continue? Sita Kunda Devi
Yes,
Dasi
Mataji.
Mataji, want to
Yes,
continue?
Mataji.
Yes.
Yes, Mataji. Translation. All glories to Shri Prabhupada. Everything animate or inanimate that is within a universe is controlled and owned by the Lord. One should therefore accept only those things necessary for himself which are set aside as his quota, and one should not accept other things knowing well to whom they belong. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, first paragraph of purport. You can read.
Purport. Vedic knowledge is infallible because it comes down through the perfect disciplic succession of spiritual masters, beginning with the Lord Himself. Since He spoke the first word of Vedic knowledge, the source of this knowledge is transcendental. The words spoken by the Lord are called Apaurusheya, which indicates that they are not delivered by any mundane person. A living being who lives in the mundane world has four defects. He is certain to commit mistakes. He is subject to illusion. He has a propensity to cheat others, and his senses are imperfect. No one with these four imperfections can deliver perfect knowledge. The Vedas are not produced by such an imperfect creature. Vedic knowledge was originally imparted by the Lord into the heart of Brahma, the first created living being, and Brahma, in his turn, disseminated this knowledge to his sons and disciples, who have handed it down through history. Thank you.
Hari Bol Mataji. Yes. So in the last sloka we have seen na Om Purna Adaha Purna Idam Purnat Purna Udachyate Purnasya Purna Adaya Purna Eva Vishishyate. So like Krishna is a perfect and complete. So whatever complete, whatever things coming from him, they are also complete and they are also perfect. Okay. And we also seen this how the material world is well equipped by the Krishna's mercy. So yes, so like in this sloka, now we can see that like everything animate, inanimate means things which are living and non-living in the within this universe is a control and owned by the Lord. So who is the controller? Krishna. And who is the owner? Krishna. Okay. Then one should therefore accept only those things which are necessary for himself. So like whatever things we need now, like we should not show the greed. Okay. Whatever things we need, like that only we have to accept. The one is a need and second is a greed. So we should go for a need. Okay. And which are set aside as his quota. So like yes, Krishna has given you the quota, like as the human beings they must accept the vegetarian sattvic food, but like we are then also we are accepting the meat which is not into our quota. Even like we cannot see na like the animals, like a cow only eat the grass, but she don't drink her own milk. Okay. And she also don't eat the meat. Okay. She knows like, okay, Krishna has given me my quota is a grass, so I will eat the grass. Okay. So but the human like they behave like a very naughty and a rascal child, and like they keep their quota aside. Okay. So our quota is the vegetarian food. So similarly, whatever Krishna has provided to us, like we should do that. Okay. So one should not accept the other things, knowing well whom they belong. So everything belong to Krishna. So like we also seen this in our peace formula in a Bhagavad Gita. Na? So like every time we should know that like Krishna is the enjoyer, or Krishna is a controller, and Krishna is the owner. So like Krishna is a well wisher of us. Na? So Krishna, how can some bad things Krishna can plan in our life? So like Krishna maybe wants us to purify. Krishna maybe want us to become more stronger. So that's why the Krishna, whatever things happen in our in our life, they are well controlled by Krishna, and everything is owned by Krishna, and Krishna is our best friend. Krishna is our best well wisher. Okay. So like we have to accept every situation as a Charanamrit. We don't have to analyze. Okay. So further, Srila Prabhupada give instructions to us that the Vedic knowledge is infallible. It is a perfect. Why it is a perfect? Because it is coming from the perfect. And how it is coming? It is coming through the disciplic cessation. We also see now this Vedic knowledge is as compared to the desire tree. And the the Srimad Bhagavatam is a ripened fruit, or Krishna consciousness is a ripened fruit. If from the top of a tree, if a fruit directly fall onto the ground, if a fruit may be broke, it taste also changes. But like what happened, like when we receive the knowledge in a disciplic cessation, that the fruit come from the one branch to the another branch. In this way, it comes on the ground, means like we receive the knowledge through the from acharyas, now from one acharya to another acharya. Krishna give the knowledge in the heart of a Brahmaji. Okay. It is not Brahmaji is the first creature, na? First living being. So the knowledge has been given by Krishna in the heart of a Brahmaji. Okay. And it is perfect because like it is coming from the perfect. It is coming from the Krishna who is a complete, and who is the perfect. So because like we cannot give the perfect knowledge. Why we cannot give? Because we have the four kind of defects, as we see na introduction also. First is we must commit the mistakes. Second is we are subject to illusion. And third is we have the cheating propensity. And fourth is our senses are imperfect. So like with this four imperfection, whatever knowledge we can deliver, it cannot be perfect. Okay. So yes, so like we can see this disciplic succession is very important. Firstly, the knowledge is given by Krishna, then to the Brahmaji, then to the Narada, then like Brahmaji also further give it to the Manu and his sons. In this way, the knowledge has a descent down from the spiritual world. This knowledge is a transcendental. This is not a this Vedas is a, like a not a material. Okay, this all are transcendental because they are coming from Krishna. Like we can do this 2 paragraphs and then we will end the session today. Okay, so who wants to read? Hare Krishna. Vinod Prabhu.
Yes,
Hare Krishna.
Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Since the Lord is Purnam, all perfect, there is no possibility of his being subjected to the laws of material nature, which he controls. However, both the living entities and inanimate subjects are controlled by laws of nature and ultimately by the Lord's potency. This Īšopanīšad is part of the Yajurveda, and consequently, it contains information concerning the proprietorship of all things existing within the universe. The Lord's proprietorship over everything within the universe is confirmed in the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, 7.4-5, where Para and Apara Prakriti are discussed. The elements of nature, earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intelligence, and ego, all belong to the Lord's inferior material energy, Apara Prakriti, whereas the living being, the organic energy, is his superior energy, Para Prakriti. Both of these Prakritis or energies are emanations from the Lord, and ultimately he is the controller of everything that exists. There is nothing in the universe that does not belong to either the Para or the Apara Prakriti. Therefore, everything is the property of the Supreme Being. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So yes, so Krishna is a Purnam, means Krishna is all perfect. So he is all perfect and he is about the 3 modes of nature. So his bhakti is also about the 3 modes of nature. What are the 3 modes of nature? Like down, like subset, like what we call the subset down is a tamoguna, like the mode of ignorance in which people people are ignorant. They simply eat, sleep, and like they are lazy. They don't have the any knowledge. So then second, we can say that is the mode of passion or a rajoguna. In this, like people have a lot of material desires, lot of desires. Okay, but like sometimes they act, sometimes they don't act, like they will have the lot of desires. And like about this, like the satoguna, a mode of goodness. And like in the mode of goodness, like a people's like a people are satisfied within like this, they worship some demigods and all. Okay, and but the Krishna bhakti or this bhakti is about these 3 modes. If you want to perform a pure devotional service, you must transcend these modes of nature. And to start doing the bhakti, at least we must come to the like a mode of a goodness. So like like a ghee or good in, good out. So like we have to take the sattvic content in a form of a prasadam, in a form of hearing, in a form of like reading the books, in a form of chanting the holy names. Okay, the more you engage with the transcendental literature, more you entangle with the Krishna, then more you like our nature changes from the tamoguna to rajoguna to satoguna, and from then a gunatik. Okay, so the further, like yes, we come to know yet Krishna is not subjected to laws of nature, and like whatever living entities and inanimate objects, they are controlled by the laws of nature and ultimately by the Lord's potency. So like and this Īšopanīšad is a part of a Yajur Veda. Okay, and consequently it contains the information concerning the proprietorship of the things existing in this universe. So in like Īšopanīšad is also called as a glorification of Lord, the glorification how Krishna is the owner and how Krishna controls everything. Okay, and it is a part of Yajur Veda. Okay, so we also seen that till now we are seeing that like there are 3 energies. First is a like a superior energy or a para prakriti, like that all living beings come in this like superior energy. So like this is also called as the marginal energy, because there is a spiritual energy haladini energy, like internal potency of Krishna, and like which maintain the spiritual world. And there is there is a para prakriti or material energy which is inferior, which maintain the material nature. So like jivas has the choice, jiva has the tendency to whomever they they associate. If they associate with the material energy, they will suffer under the directions of a Durga Devi, because she wants us to get out of this material world. We should purify ourselves, we should change our consciousness, and we should get out of this world. And Radha Rani, she is waiting there for you on a doors with a bouquet and like a garland in her hand. She is ready to welcome there. So, but we have the choice, like we can choose the Radha Rani or we can choose the Durga Devi. Radha Rani has the bouquet in her hand and lot of love, and the Durga Devi has the Trishula, like Adi Bhautik, Adi Devik, Adi Atmik. Okay, you will be suffer here. So you have the choice. Okay. So yes, like inferior energy, that is a material energy or a para prakriti, and there is a superior energy, that is a para prakriti. So, and like yes, here this nature, elements of a nature, that earth, water, fire, ether, mind, intelligence, ego. These all are inferior, and superior. What is superior? The living entity, the soul is a superior. Okay, and what is the last line? Therefore, everything is the property of a supreme being. So, like yes, we come to know Krishna is a controller, Krishna is the owner, and everything belongs to Krishna. So like Krishna has given some assays so that I can maintain myself. So it's my duty, whatever Krishna has given me, I'm not owner na. So whatever Krishna has given to me, like I can utilize all these things in Krishna's service. Okay, even this body like is given by the Krishna, so we have to use this body in a Krishna's service. Okay, so whatever Krishna has given to you, you have to engage in a Krishna's service. So today we can end here, tomorrow we will start. Okay, so everyone, like at least you are coming now, at least note down the one point. Okay, like you can take the one point that like Krishna consciousness means whatever Krishna says, we follow, that is Krishna consciousness. Or like everything belongs to Krishna, Krishna is the owner, Krishna is the controller, so I don't have to worry, Krishna will take care of me, and whatever assets Krishna has given me, I can engage in Krishna's service. So like these small points you can take out, and like you can write it in your notebook, like whenever you get the time, 1 or 2 minutes, you like open the book. And like I again say, please, when you are reading books, keep the hard copy with you. Okay, like we are sharing the screen, it is for the assistant, but like when everyone has the books, everyone open the camera, like opens on the camera, sit with the books, sit with the highlighter, it will develop the higher taste now. And whenever you get the time, as like how can I say, like I haven't read the entire page, but how can I take out the points, because I have highlighted that. Okay, so keep the highlighters like yellow, orange, pink, whatever color you like. Keep the two to three highlighters, and like a hard copy of a book. Sit with the notebook and pen, because we sit to take the prasadam. Like we sit with the plates, bowls, spoons, everything we take. Na? So like yes, this is the prasadam, like what Srila Prabhupada is serving us. Okay. And this is the Maha Prasadam, okay? Because the Krishna, like this is books that are accepted by Krishna, like it is a glorification of Krishna, and it is like it is a full of realizations from our previous acharya, and like including the Srila Prabhupada. So this is the Maha Prasad. You are sitting, you should sit with the plates. And what are our plates? Like a hard copy of a book and notebook and pen. Okay, so Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Happy Krishna Conscious Day.
Hare Krishna,
Because
Mataji.
like like we
Hare
will
Krishna,
hear,
Mataji.
we will forget. We will hear, we will forget, and this will help you in your Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav exams also. Like like ultimately you have to memorize. Ultimately you have to like this thing should be running in your mind, na? So we have to trick our mind, and like we have to make it more interesting. Okay, so yes, I think this helped me a lot. Okay, that's why I'm saying you, like I'm suggesting to you. Okay, and like it is better na, like to on the videos. Today I have some like I forgot where is my like a stand to keep my tablet, that's why my face is not visible. But like it's better like for those who it is possible to on the camera, they can on the camera. Otherwise like we will, like it feels like I'm talking to my tablet. Okay, so
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
yes, Prabhuji.
Krishna consciousness is to find out Krishna as per this
Oh,
page
Prabhuji,
number
like
6.
like when we are reading the books now, like we should read the Prabhupada statement, and like I'm asking from that page now, Prabhupada on that page number 6, Prabhupada says that Krishna consciousness means like whatever Krishna says, we accept it, okay, and that too without interruption. When Srila Prabhupada says, Hare Krishna, Pushpa Mataji, so nice. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hare Krishna. And then Pranam. Yes. So yes, like we also have to engage our kids and everyone in classes. Hare Krishna, so cute. Hari Bol. So yes, so this statement now, like when I'm sleeping, or when I'm walking, or like whatever things I'm doing, there are certain statements that Pushpa Mataji, please take care of your mic, okay? So there are a few statements now, like something like these statements, and like you must wake up at Mangalarti, or like you must read the Srila Prabhupada books, and like you always remember Krishna, never forget Krishna. When you read this statement again and again, like then this statement will again like automatically come in your mind, and this is the thing to remember Krishna na? Like we always say, like Prabhupada suggests, Krishna suggests, like man mama bhava mat bhakto madhyaji me namaskuru, like you have to always remember me. But how we can remember? Like we should give some input to our minds, okay? So like this is the thing that you have to repeatedly read few statements. Like one more statement is going in my mind, is that like give this life to Krishna, and next life do what to do. So like this statement, there should be some statement like you can write in your diary, and like you have to read it again and again until it comes in your mind automatically. So this is the thing to remember Krishna. This is what I have experienced, okay? So Hare Krishna, tomorrow we will meet, okay? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
And like
Hare
I have
Krishna,
one more
Mataji.
request, like many devotees are chanting in the morning. So like can we shift so what you suggest, like we need to shift our session like to 7 a.m., 7 to 7:30, because Darshan Aarti is on 7:30 na? So whatever you suggest, we can change the time, because many devotees says that they have to chant on this time. So what do you think about this? You can let me know in our group, okay? Or or if this time is convenient for all, then we can continue. But if you if more devotees want, like okay Mataji, we can take from the 7 to 7:30, then we can also shift there, no issues, okay? So you can let me know in a group, or you can personally message me. So Hare Krishna, happy Krishna
Hare
conscious
Krishna,
day.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Mataji, then make a poll, Mataji, so those who are regular devotees, they can make
Yes,
poll also.
yes, yes. Okay, I will do that. Thank you,
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.